What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Stop playing with me. These young boys can't outwork me. These young boys can't beat me. I need you to subscribe to my channel. I want you to hit the like button right now. I know YouTube want to play these games, but I'm the algorithm assassin. Sir, what's up? Let me see who the first person in here was. Shout out to my man from Mexico, Luis Solis. Hola, amigo. He was the first person in here. Big up to Luis Solis. He was the very first person in the chat. We got my man Isaiah Cowardnello. Kenya B says she can't stay. She got to run, but good to see you. The Cowboy Troy said, how he gonna say no? Listen, he said, how he gonna say no? He got 1 belt to Spencer's 3 belt. Oh, we gonna get into it. Oh, man. My man Tony said, what? No Life Chronicles, no way. Oh, yes way. I don't be telling lies on this. Jeremiah said, Boxing Ego, I just been working, and I'm glad to see you working too, bro. Absolutely. Osh, Sky Boogie, what's up? Here we go. Yeah, man, we're going to get started. Hold on, Kamal got something to say. Listen, we got a super chat, so we got to listen to the latest from Kamal. Kamal says, not surprising that B-Side Bud is making demands. Wow. Y'all trying to get it cracking. All right, I'm going to get it cracking. Y'all get the likes up. And let's do the Boxing Ego roll call. Laredo, Texas, in the building. Let me know where you guys are from. My name is Ego. I'm representing the Bay Area. From Oakland to Sacktown, the Bay Area and back down. Cali is with it. Get they Mac down. Give me love. We got my man Victor representing Sonora, Mexico. Let's go. Mexico City. Oh, we got back-to-back Mexico. Let's get it. Mexico City, shout out to Sonora, Sinaloa, everybody. Detroit, we got Virginia, Dallas, Texas, yeah, Chirac, Minneapolis, 423 Chattanooga, shout out to Tennessee, ATL, Hercules, California, 510 Chirac back in here. We got Louisiana, okay. I told you we worldwide. My man Asante from Cleveland this evening. We got Memphis up in here, 202. I don't know where that is. What's 202? Shout out to the 216 and the 202. Yeah. Chicago, Garfield Park Boxing, 313 West Side, Detroit. Shout out to, I know the 313. Let's get it. Shout out to West Side Detroit. Shout out to the Miami, 305. DC, are you with me? Let's go. Duval County, Florida, 904. All right, we ready to cook. So, Sean Porter, the Porter Way podcast, he had a special guest. That special guest was none other than WBO welterweight champion, former 140-pound undisputed. That's in history, Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Crawford said some interesting things. I haven't even watched the whole thing, but, you know, I'm Boxing Ego. I get a wind of it. I get an overflow of what's going on and what's being said. Smash the like button. And he said he ain't fighting Errol in Texas. He didn't say he's not going to fight. Listen, you got to listen to the whole sentence because I don't want y'all be lying on my name on the internet now. Y'all be on the internet like, oh, Ego told me, Ego. You like looking at half the title and then running around saying, Ego showed me, Ego told me. Nah, don't do that. He said he ain't trying to fight Errol in Texas. What else did he say? Let's get it.
Say one thing for all the people,
listen.
all the people in the world that keep saying this Texas stuff. Spence is from New York City, okay? And Charlo and his brother is from Lafayette, Louisiana. Stop saying y'all from Texas. Y'all talking about Texas boys. Y'all Illinois boys and from New York, Spence. Tired of y'all. In Texas. Try y'all. Hey.
So New York, we could take Errol Spence. New York got Errol Spence. They got
definitely. That's where he's from. Rep your city.
So that was Terence Crawford. Check out the Porterway podcast. He's claiming that the Spence and the Charlo brothers are not from Texas because they were born elsewhere. Listen, man. My thoughts are this. I hate when people do that. To be honest, I'm just being real with y'all. That's like, first of all, we have like, to me, that's kind of like some hood mentality type of thing. You know what I'm saying? This is just my personal opinion. That's like hood mentality type of thing. Like, oh, you ain't from LA. Like I seen, this happens to rappers a lot. You see what I'm saying? Exhibit, me and Exhibit we were born in the same state, if I'm not mistaken. I was born in New Mexico. I think Exhibit used to live in New Mexico, something like that. And then he moved to LA. He started repping LA. So by Crawford's logic, then I'm not from the Bay because I was born in New Mexico. You know what I'm saying? And then my family, we moved to England. My dad was in the military. So I'm British then. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though my whole upbringing and I went through my whole like the childhood I can remember, my teenage years in Cali, I've been repping this West Side, baby. My teen years, I became a man. I lost my virginity out here in Cali. But despite all that, got my first driver's license in Cali. Then, I mean, technically I'm from New Mexico then, or I'm British because that's where I lived before then. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think that's a weak argument. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like like a hood mentality. Oh, you ain't Exhibit, you ain't from LA. I mean, if we really do the math, who's really from LA that's a rapper? Eazy-E, okay. Dr. Dre probably, Snoop. But Corrupt, he from Philly. So all that Death Row and all that, the Death Row, West Side and all that, he's from Philadelphia. And then same kind of concept. He moved. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's just like, that's a weaker argument for me. Corrupt, one of the dopest lyricists, rep the West, rep that Death Row movement, 94, 95, 96, all that. I mean, then he not from that. And then someone said Dre from Rancho Cordova. See? So he not from Bompton then. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, yeah. Tupac represented the Bay, West Side movement. He from Rochester, New York. Moved to Baltimore. I mean, I could do this all day. Ludacris. Man, Ludacris got a song. Welcome to Atlanta, jacking hammers and Vogues. Back to the Mac and the jack and the clothes. Adolescent packing the foe. I knock on the door. But he wasn't born in Atlanta. He from Chicago, Illinois, and then he moved to Atlanta. So I could do this all day. So this man Ludacris, when I think of music, he repping down south. I don't think of a Midwest artist when I think of Luda. You know, I remember him always throwing up the A, putting Atlanta on his back, classic music videos and albums and chicken and beer. And welcome to Atlanta. Wood. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, you could do that. He said Ice-T from Jersey. I didn't know that. I thought he was from LA the whole time. I mean, we could do this with a lot of people then. You know what I'm saying? If that's the argument we're doing, because you have to be from, like, I know people that were raised in San Francisco, but they was born in like Vallejo. Like your mom might have had to go to a hospital out here because they didn't have a hospital there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't really get caught up in it. Listen, I don't care what y'all say. I'm from the Bay. I'm repping California. I'm from Cali, cuz. Like, bro, y'all say whatever y'all want. Y'all can be on that Bud vibes or whatever. I'm from where I'm from. Like, bro, New Mexico, I don't even really have clear memories. I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying? But I was born there. So I'm New Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So I don't remember getting my first kiss. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember my first, because I wasn't doing none of that in New Mexico. What are we talking about? Man, who got blocked? Who shot you? Separate the weak from the ops. Leak hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. He said, I'm so sad. Kiss my ass. Yeah. Yeah, block him. Hey, unblock him and reblock him. I want to see his name because I just read what he said. I need one of my shooters to respawn him, resurrect him, and then block him again. Yeah. He said, I'm one of the haters and Bud haters and all that. Yeah, shout out to Isaiah. He got Blicky down twice. Oh. Yeah. Bro, I don't care about half of these internet dudes. You can say whatever you want. I don't care what you talking about. It ain't changing the programming. Bro, I'm giving you my opinion. If you don't like it, shove it up your ass. What you talking about? This is my channel. This is my opinion. I'm giving you my opinion. Don't watch it. Listen, all y'all bounce. Y'all better do like Bow Wow. You can roll, bounce. Listen, you can skate. Listen. Oh my gosh. You don't gotta cuss and scream and shout. I said y'all can skate like Bow Wow. Y'all better roll, bounce. Roll and bounce. I don't care. I'm still eating. I'm still making the most money. Y'all don't have to be here. Always remember that. And if you act up, the shooter's gonna get you. I said you don't have to cuss, scream, and shout. You can skate like Bow Wow, roll and bounce. You can roll up out of here. What y'all talking about? Shout out to Phenomenal Mexican for the Jay-Z bars. Let's go. I see you. So, anywho, I'm gonna play it again. Bro, don't listen to my opinion. If you don't like it, I really don't care. It's not gonna change. Let's listen to it again so I could cook this whole Bud argument. I just started. They already hating.
So let me say one thing for all the people, for all the people in the world that keep saying this Texas stuff. Spence is from New York City, okay. And Charlo and his brother is from Lafayette, Louisiana. Stop saying y'all from Texas. Y'all talking about Texas boys. Y'all Illinois boys and from New York, Spence. Tired of y'all. In Texas. Try back to y'all. Hey.
Bro, I've never really understood that argument. So Spence was 1 year old and he moved, his family or whatever moved to Texas. So he got to rep New York and probably don't know nothing about New York like that other than visiting his family. Because he does, when he fought Bundu, he said he got family out there. Right? I mean, that's the argument. Hold on, let me cook. Shout out to Mikey. He said, if Big Fish is from New York City, it shouldn't matter if they fight in Texas. Y'all stealing my thunder. I put that on Twitter, bro. Listen, I'm the man of my land. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, which some of you guys do, if not, follow me at BOXINGEGO. So listen, I don't care about all this, oh, you hate Bud and stuff. Nobody hates Bud. Bud is a terrific fighter. But I will speak my mind. If you have a problem with that, then don't watch my channel. Because nothing's going to change. I'm always going to speak my mind, right? So there's that. So I'm gonna show you, because some of y'all don't follow me. On Twitter, boom. I told you, I got too much work for any of y'all. I got too much. The knowledge is impeccable. My defense is impregnable. I'm just ferocious. I want his heart. I want to eat his kids. Bro, I told you, my knowledge is impeccable. My defense is impregnable. I'm just ferocious. I want it hard. I want to eat his lyrics. Ego, you are not a rapper. Please stop all the antics. Block him in that goofy smile. Bro, you look like a clown. You a bum. You a bum. Smiling. Bro, he got all close like them 90s music videos. This is serious. I said, we can make you do. Bro, why are you that close to the camera? That's what we need to know. Bro, they want to hate so bad. Y'all gonna pay for each and every one of their sins. Bro, why is he that close to the camera? Doing selfies with a smile just to hate. He doing like them old Busta Rhymes. Woo-ha, I got you all in chat. Y'all. Gonna make your body wet. Gonna make your body scream all day. Bro, you don't have to take a selfie that close. Did y'all see him? Baby, just tell me just how you feel. We living it and just giving it to you real, baby. Come on. Every time we're crossing the borderline, I'm giving it to you, making you feel fine. Turn the heat up. Better believe we gonna shine, make your body wine, baby. Bro, back, Missy Elliott. I can't stand the rain against my window. Beep, beep. Who got the keys to my Jeep? Man, God. Bro, back. Now, let me get on Bud. And I'm gonna smoke y'all like Bud. Y'all don't want to show a player love, y'all get smoked like Bud. Let's go. So, I know y'all don't got the wits. You can't think this quick. Bud just said that Errol, Jermel, and Jamal ain't really Texas. He like, man, y'all keep talking about Texas boys, Texas. Man, get out of here with that. That's basically the premise, me paraphrasing of what he said. I don't think y'all heard what I said. Slow it down, I just dissed you. I said that's the premise of what he said. So I got a question. If they're not really from Texas, why you don't want to fight them in Texas? That part. Bro, okay. Crawford just told you all the people that are repping Texas in boxing right now. Boo, hold on, Isaiah said, I got a boo, I'm cooking y'all. Boo. Dead game boxing, Buzz said all facts. Okay, if he said all facts, then why don't he fight him in Texas? If you said stop banging and repping Texas, you not really Texas for real, then why don't you fight him in Texas for real? Hold on, no. See, now the groupies is out. Listen, I said the goofies and groupies is out. If you just said that they false flagging and they repping something they not about, and stop it and rep where you from, rep New York and Lafayette, Louisiana, even though they all moved, probably at an early age, then why don't you fight them in Texas? They not really Texas after all. See, I can use your logic and I could destroy you. I could destroy you with your own logic. So explain that to me. I need somebody to intelligently, fine. Let's say, so people are like, yeah, Bud, he did it. Yeah, Bud Crawford, he's right. He's so right. Okay, he's so right. They're not from Texas. They're technically born somewhere else, so that makes them not from Texas. Got you. So you're saying don't rep Texas. Got you. So why not fight them in Texas? Why did you also say on the same podcast that you didn't want to fight Errol Spence in Texas because it got to be neutral? I told you, I do this. See, no one on the Porterway podcast had a counter like that. They just let Bud say that in front of them, and they like laughed at it. Ah, ha, ha, they not Texas, ah. But listen, when people tell me something, I use my own thinking brain, and I'm like, all right, cool. And then sometimes it's going to spawn a follow-up question for me. Man, who the hell is Beasley? Who is that? Beasley, you measly, you Peasley. Bro, I don't care what you talk about either. Bro, listen, Beasley, F everything you just said, and explain if they're not from Texas. And see, now you got blocked. Now you just got yourself blocked. Now we had to get you blocked. See? Listen. Nah, leave him. That's cool. We gonna be sending a lot more people to the shadow realm. The next person that disagrees with King Ego, you got 10 seconds to answer my question. If you disagree, but you're not prepared to answer my question on my show, you up out of there. We gonna be smoking on a casual pack. I'm gonna ask y'all one more time. And if you don't tell me, oh, Bud's right. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me he right without answering the question. If you think he's right, that's good. But tell me he's right and answer my question. See, this is what the casual fan, I gotta finish him.
Fatality.
Bro, I gotta hit him from all angles. Wrestle y'all with the facts like Kurt Angle. Listen, I'm Mr. Perfect. Listen, my wordplay is perfect. I'm Mr. Perfect. I gotta hit him from different angles, wrestle him with facts like Kurt Angle. Hold on. Y'all about to get strangled. Do not say I agree, because then, see, this is how I take it. If you listening to everything I'm saying and the points I'm making, and then you just follow up with like, yeah, he's right, but you're not answering the question, you condescending. You are condescending me. If you have a difference of opinion, great, but you gonna answer my question though. Okay, Block Ishmala, yeah, you out of here. And then we're gonna continue to get paid. So they can play games, we're gonna continue to get paid. The Cash App is on the screen. You see it right there. $BOXINGEGO. The Zelle on the screen. You gonna answer these questions. If Terence Crawford, his argument is you guys weren't born here, so don't claim here. Cool, that's fine. That's, from a technical standpoint, it's right. All right, cool. And you guys are vouching and saying, yeah, that's a great point. So here's my great point. Why did you say on the same podcast that you didn't want to fight Errol Spence in Texas? Don't say about crooked judges. How did the crooked judges have anything to do, since he's not from Texas? So why should they favor a non-Texan fighter? Explain that. You said they false flagging and they repping something they really aren't. So why would the judges have hometown cooking and favor someone that you just said is not from that area? Oh man, every time I spit, it's getting scarier. You said that they false flagging, they shouldn't be repping, but you don't want to fight in that area. Why would the judges give, I understand hometown cooking and what that means, but why would there be hometown cooking if you just said that they're not really Texas for real? So unless it's New York judges and Lafayette judges, you shouldn't really be worried about that, should you? You shouldn't really be worried about that, should you? You're worried about crooked judges, but you just told the world that they not from the place with the judging. And listen, my thing is this. The reason with the whole Texas is they making money out there. Errol did 40,000. So I understand, preferring a neutral location. I'm no dummy. But at the same time, that venue, the capacity of the venue would probably hold the most amount of people, to be honest. So you got to make that make sense to me. So I'm going to ask again. Don't just say, oh, I agree. Bud's right. Yeah. Okay, if he's right, then explain that. Explain how you just said these guys, these gentlemen ain't from Texas. Why are you worried about Texas judging then? That don't make sense. Listen, I need y'all to hurry up and answer, and then we'll move on. Ain't nobody got no work for me. Listen, y'all know what I came to do. I'm performing surgery. I ask you these questions, but ain't nobody got no work for me. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got no work. But the money keep coming in. Why are you worried about crooked judges when you just told the world they ain't from there? Hey, what happened to Rich Money? What happened to him? He sent money and then took his comment back? That's strange. Shout out to Rich Money. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said, but he out of here. He sent $5 and then his message disappeared. Kamal said, Bomac says Bud wins by KO. Who cares? See? Oh my gosh. Kamal with the backup. Y'all better back up. Hold on. That's another great point. I was going to get to it, but Kamal, you know, he ahead of the curve. Y'all got to get my likes up. I don't care about nothing else. Y'all gonna respect my time, gangster. Y'all got to get my likes up and subscribe. Don't be a bum. Subscribe to my live. Y'all got to get them numbers up. We are a results-based organization and channel. It's all about the results. The only way I can give you this pure smoke, this blue magic. Listen, when it comes to boxing, I got blue magic, huh? Name brand like Pepsi. I guarantee you my dollar. Huh? I got blue magic for you. Everything I spit is dope. The new Frank Lucas. I'm the American gangster. Y'all got to get them lights. See, now there we go. Yeah. Why is Bud so worried about judges when Bomac said, and see, that Kamal just set me up perfectly. This is what I was going to get into next. The other reason why I'm questioning this is because, see, this is why it pays to be level-headed. Like, every time I get on these videos, I am level-headed. You don't see me. Why would he fight in Omaha? That is about the dumbest thing. Block him. Yeah. Shout out to Business Brain. Block the man's brain in broad daylight. Bro, why would 3-belt Errol Spence, who's not suing his old promoter, would he go fight in Omaha? Bro, Business Brain, y'all leaving him with no choice. He had to blow. He had to squeeze on it. He had to up on y'all. Y'all sound stupid. Bro, see, this is boxing fans at its purest. When boxing fans, they don't have the answers, they just start saying stupid bro. This is factual. Omaha is not as big as Texas. That's for starters. Second of all, Errol Spence got 3 belts and he's the A side. So usually the A side gets to dictate some things. Like, bro, that's like saying Canelo should have fought Liam Smith and Caleb Smith in UK. Why would he do that? Why would Canelo go fight in the UK unless he wanted to fight in the UK when you're the A side? Bro, the Bud fans, you got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense. Texas is a big state and it's big commerce. People go like to different parts of Texas for various things, like Spence Ugas. Like, bro, my brother and his friend went to Spence Ugas and they out here in the Bay in Sacramento and they flew out to the Texas fight. How many people outside of myself went to Omaha for anything? When's the last time, if you're not from Omaha and you live outside of Nebraska, when's the last time you went to Omaha? Let me know. Hold on. Put your O's up if you've been to Omaha ever in your lifetime and you're not from there and you don't live there. Put it in for no if you've never been to Nebraska in your damn life. If you have never been to Nebraska, put in for no. And if you've been to Omaha, put O for Omaha. Okay, 1 person been, 2 person been, 1,000 no's. Bro, come on, bro. Bro, look, yeah, now we cook it. Bro, Omaha, I've been there several times to cover Crawford. But outside of that, I ain't never been to Nebraska in my life. I only went for Crawford. Yeah, in Omaha, bro. Nobody really be out there unless you got family there or a business, you got a job there or something. Now let's do Texas. Yeah, let's do Texas. If you've ever been to Texas, put T for Texas. If you ever been to Texas, any part, put T for Texas. Yeah, we about to start riding reckless. If you've ever been to Texas, put T for Texas. He said, heck no, 3 belts plus all the heavy lifting, it gotta be Texas. If you've ever been to any part of Texas, put T. Look, see, we're talking about different things. In addition, when you measure the fighters, Errol Spence Jr., he has done the heavy lifting, like my man said in the $5. Shout out to Rich Money. And he has 3 belts. So you can't just say make the fight in Omaha just to give him the hometown advantage. Why, bro? Terence Crawford, factually, Terence Crawford has been a champion since he first moved up to welterweight. I was there when he beat Jeff Horn. He has done, so he's carried the same belt for 6 fights or so at welterweight, and he's been a champion that long. And then majority of his title defenses weren't necessarily the fights that people wanted to see, and Top Rank and Bob Arum couldn't get the fights or whatever happened, and they didn't get the fights that people wanted to see, and until much later or never. I wanted to see him fight for the last several years. Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, anybody. Shannon, $5. It's a no-brainer. You find the largest venue and raise ticket prices to generate more revenue. Merch will cost more, and pay-per-view also have to pay fighter. Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. Business gotta make sense. He said, dang, Ego, Texas fan base is strong. I know, I was there. You gotta make it make sense. Y'all saying stuff just to be talking. I don't say stuff to talk. I don't say, bro, I'll get on a beat and rap if I just want to just get on something. Y'all saying stuff to talk. Oh yeah, put the fight in Omaha. Bro, why would it go to Omaha? Nothing against Omaha, but Terence Crawford only has 1 belt. He hasn't done numbers like Errol Spence. Why would it be in Omaha? That doesn't even make sense. Omaha, bro, I've been to AT&T Stadium, and I've been to I don't even know what it's called now, but Shy Center, the Shy Health Dignity Center, or whatever it's called. And it used to be called the Century Link, I think. I've been to all of them. Bro, you could fit Omaha, where I seen Crawford fight, you could fit that in the AT&T Stadium and then do it multiple times. AT&T Stadium is just bigger. It's just what it is. Spence is definitely the A side. So it's unusual, we'll say, for Bud Crawford. Oh, shout out to my boy Keith. Hold on. My homie Keith sent $20. Yeah, that's my guy. Check out my boy Keith. He got a clothing line. Find him on Instagram. His clothing line, write this down. Notaes. Notaes. That's my boy Keith, his clothing line. Check him out. He said $20. Yeah, on the Cash App. He said, man, I've been grinding, but I listen every day. I finally caught your live. That's my boy. Peep what Espinoza said. Who that? Steven Espinoza or somebody in the chat? I don't know who you're talking about. Bro, the Crawford, what are the Bud Buddies? Is that what you calling them? Bro, I'm talking about the delusional Bud Crawford fans. I'm a Crawford fan, but I'm not delusional. But the Bud Buddies, my buddy, wherever Bud go, he go, my buddy, the Bud Buddies, or whatever the congregation or chapter this is, y'all just be saying anything. Bro, that's what I'm gonna call them. The Bud Buddies. I'm a Crawford fan. Y'all some Bud Buddies. My buddy, Bud Buddy, wherever he go, Bud Buddy. Y'all just like literally just be saying anything just to hear yourself breathe. Oh yeah, why isn't Errol Spence go to Omaha? Yeah, fight Bud in Omaha. Bro, why would he go to Omaha when he got 3 belts and then turn Ugas into a Cyclops? And if the shoe was on the other foot and Omaha was the popping place, then I would say Errol Spence need to bow down and go to Crawford. But it's not. And you Bud Buddies, Bud Buddy, wherever he go, we go, Bud Buddy, bro, these Bud Buddy fans, y'all saying anything. Shout out to Midge 36. He just winning the first battle in this war. He wants to take the big fish out of the water for the easier kill, LOL. Bring that fight to the UK, neutral. We really feel. You lost me with that UK, bro. Stop it. That is by far. I mean, no refunds, but that's by far one of the silliest things that y'all done put in the chat. Why would you send 2 black American fighters at the top of their game to the goddamn UK to be new? Bro, stop. Bro, there ain't nobody trying to hear Sky Sport or whatever, Eddie Hearn and all them call the fight. No, stop. We do not want to hear this. Man, these American problems. Bro, listen, shout out to Errol, shout out to Crawford. These American, no refunds. Bro, these American problems. Y'all don't know nothing about this. He said go to the UK. Yeah, take this to Bolton. Yeah, take this to Manchester, baby. You give me mojo back. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Bro, stop. Who throws a shoe? Who likes Bro, stop. Oh, yeah, mate, you're slagging me, Crawford. Bro, stop. That man said, take it to the UK. Stop. That don't even make sense. Bro, where's Anthony Joshua anyway? Like, what are you talking about? Who throws a shoe? Honestly, who wants to see butt? Bro, where's Joshua at? Where's Tyson Fury? Bro, half the UK can't even fly to America right now because they involved with a gangster. Man, stop. I'm done. Oh, yeah, mate, you're slagging BOXINGEGO. He never talks about the proper UK guys. Never wants, he's always slagging me, mate. Bro, what are y'all talking about? Listen, I'm the best that boxing ever seen. All this UK stuff, oh, bloody hell, for fuck's sake. Bring Crawford and Arrow. Bro, we're not bringing Arrow. You hear me? Listen, I'm talking to you, UK. Y'all some nice fans and all that, but we're not slagging and bringing me, mate. We bring Arrow, bring him across the pond. Bro, these American problems. Let the Americans solve this one. They're like, your mom, Arrow, he dropped his Irish, mate. He sparked his eye. Bro, y'all be saying some suspect stuff. Bro, listen, much love to the UK, but some of the stuff y'all be saying be suspect. Oh, you dropped his balls in his mouth. Like, what? Bro, Lil Nas X, y'all ghostwriter. Bro, y'all be saying some sus. Bro, Joshua took his shirt off at a media day. In the UK British fans, they was like, oh, yeah, look at the nipple, mate. Grab me throat. Yeah, absolute unit, mate. Bro, what? I ain't never called, listen, they called Joshua an absolute unit. I ain't never called no dude that. Listen, I put that on the set, though. I ain't never called no man no. He's like, oh, yeah, look at the big chest and pec. He's slagging him. You're absolute massive man. You're absolute unit. What? 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 Shout out to Demon. The UK probably not even as big as Texas. It ain't, bro. No, it ain't. It's the United States of boxing ego now. You not hood. What? Hey, block him. Who, bro? You not hood. Bro, get these bums out of here, bro. You not hood. Where did that even come from? Oh yeah, bruv, in it. Anyway, back to Crawford. This UK, listen. All this y'all UK, you're bollocks. You're chatting bollocks, mate. Don't do that, mate. Fuck's sake, don't do that, mate. Anywho, Terence Crawford. Listen, see this Buzz team. This is what they do frequently. And then y'all say, oh yeah, mate. Ego hating on the Bud Crawford. Bro, I'm not hating on him, but if there's a difference of opinion, then that's what it's gonna be. Bud says stuff, and it's like his team is just talking. His team, Crawford, they just say stuff. And I'm like, I heard what you said, but I don't understand it. Listen, if you ask anyone on Team Crawford about the Errol Spence fight, it's all Bud kills him, MDK, rah. Spence is basic. Spence ain't the same at the car rack. Spence is a drunk. Spence suck. Spence ain't from Texas. I'm gonna beat his ass. He gonna get the ish kicked out of him. He gonna get beat down silly. You get smacked silly. All this type of stuff. So it is surprising that Bud Crawford, who's normally down for the get down and no matter what the circumstance, would go on Sean Porter, a mutual opponent of Errol Spence. You know, they both fought Sean Porter, and say that I ain't fighting in Texas. That is surprising to me because Crawford fought Ricky Burns in Scotland. So you could go over and fight William Wallace in Scotland. Tell him that Scotland is free. Crawford, tell him that Scotland. You went to Scotland, bro. Listen, tell me where the lies at. Tell me where the lies at. Bud didn't go to Scotland to fight William Wallace. That didn't happen. Tell him that Scotland is free, Crawford. Aye, aye, Crawford. Bro, he went to, because you know, Ricky, freedom. They was playing bagpipes and kilts and gefilte fish and all this type of stuff. And you went over there to fight the Ricky Burns. But then Texas, that you from America. You from America, cuz. And Texas, that's probably closer to Omaha than Vegas. So you could go to Scotland. Tell them that Scotland is free. Bro, you could go to Scotland and fight Ricky Burns, but you can't go to Texas to fight yeehaw. You can't fight a guy that you just said ain't even from Texas. That is questionable. We're gonna put an asterisk by that. You went to William Wallace and you went to his backyard, Braveheart backyard, to fight him. That don't make no sense. That don't age well to me. And then on top of it, coupled with the fact that every time Crawford's team, like Derek James, he trainer of the year. That's for sure. So far. Unless something monumental happens. Texas is bigger than the UK. We want our freedom, bro. Yeah, that's what. Tell them that Scotland is free, bro. That's like Crawford being down to fight Conor McGregor in Ireland, but then you don't want to fight Crawford, don't want to fight in Texas against Errol. What does that suggest? That, to me, I don't think that appeals the same way, because then if you're willing to fight Conor, it's because you know you're going to destroy him in Ireland. You see what I'm saying? Because why would you? That's more of a hostile crowd probably than Texas. You across the pond. You know what I'm saying? Irish fans they get down too. So if you're willing to do something like that, then what does that tell you? When was the last time Spence knocked someone out? April 2022. Block him. Bro, get these morons out of here. He said, when was the last time Spence knocked someone out? And he just knocked someone out April of 2022, and we in the month of May. Bro, I am the best that boxing has ever seen. That was an easy one. He said, when is the last time Spence knocked somebody out? Last month, you dumb son of a bitch. Oh my gosh. See, this is what the Bud buddies. Bud buddy. Wherever I go, he go, Bud buddy. This is what I got to deal with. He said, when's the last time Spence knocked someone out? If you actually knew boxing, he knocked out Ugas. A TKO, the doctor said, hell nah. And then the fight was over. That's a knockout. So last month, you dumb son of a bitch. Oh my God. Bud buddies. Wherever I go, he go, Bud buddy. Bro, y'all just listen. And these boys think they can defeat me? You think you can beat me? Bro, I done some different things for this camp. I done tussled with an alligator. I done wrestled with a bear. These boys think they can beat me? They better wake up and apologize. Shout out to Don Vaughn. I'm the Don Juan. We got a $5 from Don Vaughn. The money keep coming in. He said, I am a Bud fan. I'm a Bud fan. Y'all are saying that. He has self-doubt. If he doesn't want to fight in Texas, a dog will fight anywhere. See? Hold on. Bro, let the cooking begin. Y'all gonna get this work. I'm gonna give y'all the ultimate. I'm gonna give it to you how you want. We're gonna do it like Burger King. Have it your way. UK population is bigger than Texas. Oh my gosh. My man, no refunds. Midge is back with £9, mate. He said the UK population is bigger than Texas. Okay, bigger than Texas. Population fills stadiums. We really appreciate boxing. Okay, that's true over here. And appreciate and welcome Spence Crawford. Eddie, sort this one out for them. Bro, you're delusional. Anybody that thinks this fight would happen, we don't even know if the fight's gonna happen at all. You keep talking about UK, bro. Appreciate you, no refunds. It's not gonna happen in UK. Stop it. I'm not saying the British fan. We know y'all be holding hands in Sweet Home Alabama and Sweet Caroline. I get it. Y'all be singing Kumbaya. Kumbaya, killer Cam, my Lord, killer man, still a man. Bro, I get it. Y'all be on holding hands and singing them songs. I get it. That Pataki Yeti range, call it Laffy Taffy. It's not happening out there. Bro, why would any network take it to the UK and neither guy is from the UK? That just doesn't make sense. So Showtime got to send a whole camera crew to the UK instead of putting in Vegas, New York, Texas, wherever. Omaha, anything, bro. Bro, it'll happen in Idaho before it happened in UK. Bro, they'll put that at the Slauson swap meet before the UK get it. That don't even make sense. Bro, they're gonna put that on Slauson, on a Slauson swap meet, cuz. They'll put that on the set before they put that over there, though. Come on, stop it. You just wasting your money at this point. I mean, I appreciate the donation, but still you wasting your money because it don't make sense. Okay. Now I gotta keep cooking. You said and claimed that all the Texas fighters were born elsewhere, so they not If y'all don't get my likes up, I just looked at it. Y'all got 5 minutes to get the likes up. We waiting. I'ma stall out the chat. Y'all not finna disrespect my time. My time is money. Y'all absolutely not finna do that. After all I gave for boxing, huh? Yeah, I'm up here doing videos, huh? Putting out all the fire content. Yeah, y'all think y'all could do this to me, huh? Yeah, y'all better run them up. Run my money up or run my likes up. It's that simple. We got a $3 Cash App from William Dixon. No message. Much love, William Dixon. We got to, run this up. You going to run it up. Run it up. Run it up. We got $10. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. This one is from Lamar Miller. He sent $10 in the Cash App. God bless you. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Ego. Consider subscribing to the channel. Run them numbers up. That's all we doing. Yeah, we put them on a shoe program, huh? 23-hour lockdown. King Corleone said AT&T Stadium. Bro, Bud got one belt. He got one belt, though. My bad, Ego. I liked and smashed. It's important. So if you guys could, engage. The comments, we always get great comments. But the thing is, people leave a million comments because they're into the convo. But then they leave me high and dry and leave the channel high and dry on the likes. Or YouTube be having glitches, all types of stuff. So it goes a long way. Rolly look huge. Video coming soon. I gotta stay focused. So smash the like button. So first of all, Crawford, he said that the guys ain't really from Texas, but then you don't want to fight them in Texas. How does that make any sense? I went to AT&T Stadium. It's huge, bro. That doesn't, to me, this is what happens. When I say stuff, I don't just talk. Contrary to people's belief or whatever, I don't just talk. The stuff I say has to make sense. Bud's team, they say the most ravenous things, and then it just sounds weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll say Errol Spence suck, he's basic, he a drunk alcoholic. And then you say he's not from Texas, but then you don't want to fight him in Texas. I mean, look, I got pictures in my phone. Look how big this venue is, y'all. I told you, I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. Look how big that venue is, bro. Bro, I'm around legends. That's when Pacquiao, I was ringside. Pacquiao got in the ring. This is that boy David Benavidez. I'm everywhere. You ain't never there. That boy David Benavidez. So I was there. It's huge. So for Crawford to just outright come out and say, nah, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't fight him out there. Look, this place is huge. This is before it started. The fight started. This is like the undercard. So and that filled out too. You know what I'm saying? Look at this place, bro. Look how big this place is. I ain't never been there until Errol. I'm not a Cowboy fan. Niner gang. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was that big. Like I seen on TV and stuff, but you got to be there to really understand it though. Bro, everything is bigger. The Walmart. I'm from Cali. They have a Ross, and the Ross is bigger than any Ross I've ever been to. Stuff, weird stuff. They had a Subway, and it was like, you know, Subway sandwich shop. It was 2 stories. They had like an escalator. Bro, Texas is ridiculous. They just got a bunch of stuff. It's like big. They say everything bigger in Texas. It really is though. So I just feel like Bud, the concept of what Bud's team has said, they just make it sound like Errol's easy work and stuff like that. So I didn't really expect Bud Crawford to have any qualms about like being where the fight was taking place. Like Bud has always just been like a straight killer where he don't seem like none of that stuff matters to him. So for him to make it a point to suggest and say that, hey, I ain't fighting him in Texas. You know what I mean? That is actually surprising. Listen.
So let me say one thing for all the people, for all the people in the world that keep saying this Texas stuff. Spence is from New York City, okay. And Charlo and his brother is from Lafayette, Louisiana. Stop saying y'all from Texas. Y'all talking about Texas boys. Y'all Illinois boys and from New York, Spence. Tired of y'all. In Texas. Try back to y'all. Hey.
And see, the other thing about him saying that Charlo and all them ain't from Texas, when he was in Texas for the Danny Garcia fight, it looked like Texas was trying to like jump him or something. I don't know if y'all remember. I made a video about it. Bro, remember? He was like, nah, hold up. This Dallas, you in Dallas, this EJ City. Why that dude sounds straight Texas, whoever that was. Bro, it's some big burly country corn-fed dude. And he's like, nah, don't worry about that. This Dallas, this EJ City, bro. So the fans, why are they getting all like protective of him if he ain't from Texas, bro? Them fans don't sound like he wasn't from Texas when that video. They was like, this Dallas, bro. It didn't seem like they should have said he from New York. He ain't from it. He didn't say that. They said this EJ City. See, I don't forget. My memory is impeccable. Y'all can't play the games on me. Bro, he didn't say EJ from New York. He said this EJ City, this Dallas, bro. That didn't sound like no, like he was like that video. It was wild aggressive. And it was Crawford right there and whoever, Steve Nelson, whoever his crew was. And they was screaming, this Dallas, this EJ City. You ain't in Omaha. They were saying all that. So you didn't say like, oh, he ain't even from here. I'm just being real, bro. Bro, when whatever that big burly country fed dude, and I'm not saying Bud's scared, Bud, he a dog. But when that dude's like, this EJ City, this Dallas. When he was doing that, you didn't say, oh, he ain't even really from here. What you talking about? He from New York. But you said it on the Porter Way podcast. Bro, the dude was banging. He sounded like he was banging, repping Errol. So wherever he's from, New York, Compton, or wherever the Errol from, people is out there like repping the brand. Bro, he literally said, this EJ City. Bro, can you imagine going somewhere? Like if you went to Miami and they was like talking about Pablo Escobar or something. They're like, this Pablo City, this Pablo. Bro, I would be shook. Bro, if I went to the Port of Miami and I'm at a club and the Goonies surround me and they like, this Pablo City, you ain't in the Bay. This Pablo City. Bro, you know what that mean, bro. That don't sound good. Talking about this Pablo City. Like you go to New York and you surrounded, this Nino Brown City, this Nino City. Bro, that don't sound good. Kamal said, remember when Bud bragged about beating De'Aaron Jean? Hey, this man crazy. Saying that De'Aaron Jean fought Lamont Peterson. He trashed Errol's win over Lamont Peterson too. Clueless. See, you're not messing with the memories. See, that's why I don't just say stuff. You could quote me from 4 years ago. It don't matter. If I really said it, I'll remember that I said it. Because I'm not schizophrenic. I don't just get on, hit record and start blabbering a bunch of stuff. I know what I said. So if any fighter was like, hey, you said this and that, I'll know if I said it. And I'll know if I didn't say it. But I remember all that stuff y'all telling me. I remember it, and to be honest, it was more surprising than anything that Terence Crawford, like, listen to me, block MJ. Yeah, you about to fade away like MJ. Get rid of him. Listen, yeah, he just faded away like MJ. When they hate, donate. Ricky Williams. Ego, why don't Bud want to fight in Dallas if it's not EJ's hometown? I said that. I don't know. That dude just be talking to hear himself talk, keep grinding, bro. That's what the concept is. That's what we trying to conversate and congregate about. I have no idea. And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, any way you slice it, it doesn't make sense. You say the man's not from Texas, but then you think you'll get jobbed or shafted in Texas. Why would he get shafted? Why would he get shafted in Texas if he's not from Texas? Which is literally what you said. Like, see, bro, this is what I'm saying about Crawford's team. Brilliant fighter. But the stuff they're saying, it makes me wonder, do you really believe all of it if in short order, you said this on the same podcast? It's not like you even different days, like you just sparred this day, so you forgot this, and another day you said something different. You literally is saying on the, you know what he's saying. Block him. You acting slow. What you talking about? Bro, we gonna get rid of all y'all. All y'all. Listen, this stream is survival of the fittest. These boys can't with me. Prove me wrong. Or shut up. Don't say nothing else unless you proving me wrong. Let's play the game. If you ain't gonna prove me wrong, shut your mouth. Terence Crawford fought in Scotland. True or false? Listen, we gonna play cap or fact. I'm gonna body them. Oh my gosh, I promise I'm gonna body them. We're gonna play cap or fact. If I'm capping, then type cap. If I'm spitting facts, then y'all put facts. This is the game I created. Cap or facts. Terence Crawford fought a champion, Ricky Burns, where he's from, in Scotland. I think it was Glasgow, Scotland. Is that cap or is that fact? Bro, these Bud Buddies or whoever, old media, whoever is coming in, you're not going to get away from the work. You're not going to get away from the facts. We're not going to get away from the truth. Everybody's saying it's facts. Look it up. It's facts. So you fought in Scotland, but you don't want to fight in a U.S. city like Arlington, which Errol's technically, he's from DeSoto, Dallas. Arlington is not the same city, to be technical. The Dallas Cowboys play in Arlington, but it's not the same city. You know what I'm saying? Like San Francisco 49ers, their stadium is not in San Francisco. Same concept. And then you say, I just played for you that Bud said that, listen, I got to get through the content. I'm going to read super chats in threes. It's going to take 3 super chats and I got to read them all together because I can't keep starting and stopping. So keep sending them, keep supporting it, but I got to do them in bunches. He just said in Texas that Charlos, Jermel and Jamal and Errol ain't really from, so stop repping Texas so hard, basically. But then you don't want to fight them in Texas. Is that cap or fact? I just played the clip for you multiple times. Did Bud Crawford on Sean Porter's Porter Way podcast just say that Bud on that thing live, he said that Errol and the Charlos, they're born elsewhere and they repping too hard Texas and you're not really from there? Did he say that? Cap or facts? Okay, 1 facts. Let's go. And if you call me out my name, like and say I'm capping just to be contrarian, you will be removed because we know you're lying. See, notice the great thing about what I do. I don't ever have to lie to make a point. I don't have to call people out their names. I don't have to lie. I don't have to embellish. I could just merely talk boxing and keep it real with you for it to be fact. Okay, so everyone's agreeing. So I'm 2-0. I'm undefeated. The points I've made, I'm 2-0. Bud said and fought Ricky Burns, a champion in Scotland, but then said he don't want to fight Errol in Dallas or in Arlington at the Cowboys Stadium. Even though that we know for a fact it would generate money. He's talking about go to Vegas. That's surprising from Bud. The other thing I don't really prefer is Bud's side, we'll just say that, when he was with Top Rank, there was inherent problems in making that fight in general, right? Inherent problems. By Bud suggesting this, I don't know if this creates further complexities. People just want to see the fight at this point because you already got up-and-comers like Jerron Boots Ennis. You see what I'm saying? You got guys like Jerron Boots Ennis and people are already starting to look at him and stuff. So I don't want to see unnecessary delays. And if PBC, they should be in the driver's seat. Errol Spence should be in the driver's seat. Bud don't even have a network. He don't even have a network. We don't even know who you're signed to. The person they said you're signed to is on the narco terrorist list, and that's Daniel Kinahan. And they just blocked 1 million people and said they can't fly to if you were in concert with this dude. So all the old media, they say, oh, this guy's never been convicted and stuff. They looking for him right now. There's a $5 million bounty on him and his brothers if they're captured and convicted. And this is who Terence Crawford teamed up with, according to ESPN and all the reports, right? So for Bud to say like, oh, you're not from New York, but I don't want to fight. I mean, you're not from Texas, but I don't want to fight you in Texas. It's a little bit weird, to be honest. It's a little bit weird. Because, I mean, I'm just trying to see the fight. Like, y'all. So it's already more. People keep saying, and see, this is the thing. People kept saying Errol Spence is ducking and making excuses. I never said that. I never said that. But some of y'all was saying that. So Errol Spence, he's not saying I'll never fight Crawford or we can't fight here and that. And then as far as Errol fighting in Omaha, that don't even make sense. Business sense. There's no reason to fight in Omaha except for to give the one belt champion, WBO champion, undefeated Terence Crawford, hometown advantage. If Bud don't fight Spence, who does he fight? I don't know. He don't have a network though. So your team Spence, your team Block, get him out of here. Next. Next. Who next? Who next? Notice I'm spitting facts and they just saying gibberish. All right, we got the three super chats. Let's go over them. Kamal Oz, appreciate you. If Bud is so confident, do what Floyd did with Oscar. Ooh, great. Soul Glow sent $1. No comment or no message. Yeah. Kamal Oz is back. Ugas retired Pacquiao and then fought Errol and oh my gosh. Hold on. Kamal got to cool off. We got to listen. Everybody put the wind emoji. Put the wind. Y'all got to cool Kamal Oz. He cooking y'all. See how Eagles Army be bodying y'all? Bro, look at what he said on the screen. Ugas retired Manny Pacquiao before a pro Pacquiao crowd. Then he fought Errol Spence in Texas. Man, bro, this man got to cool off real quick. He got to cool off. That's an amazing point. I was going to go somewhere different, and I'm still going to go there because no one said the other point I'm thinking of. But Kamal Oz. So B-side Ugas fought and got his eye lumped up in Texas at the same stadium. So he had one belt. Oh my God, Kamal outdone himself. Bro, Ugas had one belt and a better name than Crawford's ever fought in Manny Pacquiao. And he was coming directly off of that win. He was already in the in crowd with the PBC section. You know what I'm saying? He lives in a mansion in Miami, and he still conceded, and he fought Errol Spence and got lumped up, you know, great heart and all that, in Texas. So why is one belt Crawford above? That's what I'm saying. Crawford, he thinks he run the show, but based on what? He thinks, bro, that Top Rank seasoning must have got to his head. You think because Top Rank got writers putting you on pound for pound #1 and things like that, that it somehow correlates to the business and gives you leverage, but it doesn't really work like that, bro. You are down in terms of the leverage department. Your old promoter says you don't sell, and it's like for Crawford to come up with potential obstacles, that's not a good look to me. Errol got 3 belts and he's making, like, just from a business perspective, bro, it's like, and then bro, let me piggyback off this, bro. I'm about to destroy the Bud buddies. I promise you, on everything I love, I'm gonna destroy you. I'm gonna destroy everything you touch because it's not making sense. Ego Valley time. Let's get it. Why is Devin Haney fighting in Australia? See, nobody talk about the points I'm talking about. Kamal, he on the same vibes as me. Where is Devin Haney fighting? Listen, where is Devin Haney fighting? Hold on. Where is Devin Haney fighting? Devin Haney got 1 WBC belt. Where's his next fight? Anybody a boxing fan know? Hold on. Where is Devin the Dream Haney, New Money Haney fighting? Somebody tell me where Devin Haney's next fight is. Thank you. Australia. So Devin Haney knew his role. He had to leave Eddie Hearn, or at least temporarily, leave the zone, or at least temporarily, bring his 1 belt and go fight the A side who just came off the bigger performance with Teofimo and beat Teofimo in his backyard. And then now he has signed up for 2 fights. No matter, even if he wins, I don't know how many of y'all know this, even if Devin Haney wins, if he wins the fight, guess what? The rematch, he has to rematch him in Australia, even though he just beat him. So I'm gonna run it back. If Devin Haney beats Kambosos, the deal that he signed up for says he has to rematch him if Kambosos side and Lou DiBella push for the immediate rematch clause. They have a certain window. Devin got to fight him in Australia again. So how is Bud Crawford with 1 belt, just like Devin Haney, just like Ugas, how does he got all this carte blanche to turn down Texas and say, nah, I ain't fighting Errol in Texas? Explain that. But Devin Haney don't care. Bro, it's looking shaky. it's looking shaky. It looks shaky, bro. And then me and Kamal been beating y'all over the head with this is on top of everything else. Every time Bud's team talks about Errol Spence, they make it like Errol's out of his depth. Errol is a sucker. Errol is no good. Errol is basic. Errol gonna get beat the up. That every time I hear anybody from Bud's team talk, Bernie, Terrence's sister, Bomac, it's always like Bud by decapitation. They had the utmost faith that Bud walks through him. Like Bomac, if I'm not mistaken, that's his manager and trainer. Bomac just recently said after Errol Spence looked great versus Ugas, even with that whole mouthpiece fiasco, I thought Errol Spence looked sharp. Bomac, after seeing that, Bomac, his manager and trainer, said Crawford gonna beat the ish out of him, S-H-I-T out of him. And he said that Errol ain't made enough progress or adjustments and things like that. And he's too basic. And all that, Crawford gonna walk through him basically. So why would you, if that's what I'm saying, it looks shaky. Because if that's the sediment, listen, if that's the sediment, then why are you tripping off of where y'all fight? Especially if you said the man ain't from Texas. Block him. Bro, I will destroy you. DJ said, but Ugas didn't have the cachet. You don't know what you're talking about. Devin Haney, truth be told, outside of the belts, Devin Haney is a bigger name in boxing than George Kambosos. But yet and still, the powers that be in the politics of it all, since we respect Kambosos' effort and performance beating Teofimo, and he had the lion's share of the belts, he get the lion's share of the money. Devin Haney is a bigger name. He's a bigger name. Who believes even in defeating Teofimo Lopez that Kambosos is bigger than Devin Haney? And more people know who Kambosos, not just in Australia, I'm saying worldwide. Worldwide, who thinks that more people are checking for and have been checking for George Kambosos over Devin Haney? So even if you say Ugas didn't have the cachet, guess what? Devin Haney is a bigger name worldwide than Kambosos, but he still got to play his role and concede something in order to make the Kambosos fight happen. If Devin Haney say, oh, bro, put it this way. Put it this way. I'm going to slap y'all with the truth. I'm going to slap out y'all with the truth. These boys can't beat me. I'm the best in the business. I'm undefeated. I'm TB Ego. Devin Haney make more money than George Kambosos. Book it. If somehow we could hack into Devin Haney's bank account and we could hack into George Kambosos' bank account, if I could look at the cars and the establishment and the place and the businesses and the jewelry of Devin Haney and George Kambosos, it's not close. Trust me. I know a lot of people very connected to the situation, and they'll tell you Devin Haney been eating for a while. But Devin had to concede because Kambosos has something he needs. That's a bar. Devin makes more money than Kambosos. He's more noteworthy than Kambosos, but he had to concede. He couldn't go with greed. He had to concede because Kambosos has something he needs. He's been making money. He's been making $1 million plus a fight. Easy, right? He been jeweled out in drip and ice and celebrity girlfriends and stuff like that. He been had that. Remember the Black China rumors? He been connected to people's names and stuff like that. But it's about legacy. He gotta get to the next level. And him and his team, shout out to Bill Haney and Devin Haney, they saw fit to take this risk, which it is a risk. Because so many people, if anything, Devin Haney, bro, I respect that dude, bro. That's the gold standard. Jermell Charlo, that's the gold standard. Jermell Charlo, people said he lost the fight. And he's like, nah, let's run it back then. And he ran it back. And then just like the Tony Harrison fight rematch, he got a knockout. So he's like, shut the lines only, yeah. Shout out to Haney. Haney's taking a big risk, and it's not a big risk because he has a big belief in himself. So in the same vein, Bud is not the A-side over Errol. He had the same amount of belts as Ugas. So how's Ugas having to concede something? Why didn't Ugas just say, hey, man, I just beat Pacquiao. Well, I ain't fighting you in Vegas. I have a belt from defeating a Hall of Famer like, I believe the children of the future. Teach them well. Bro, he just beat Pacquiao. But Ugas knew his role and knew Errol Spence is the big fish and he's the man of the hour and he already had more belts than him. So he had to concede to get the fans what they need. And then he fought Errol. Terence Crawford already created an obstacle. He's talking about, oh, I won't fight in Texas. No. But Kamal Oz killed y'all. How come Ugas with one belt fought in Texas? How come Danny Garcia? Danny Garcia has a better resume, in my opinion, than Bud Crawford. I'm not talking about if Crawford fought Danny, because I'll probably favor Crawford anyway. I'm talking about the resume. Danny Garcia fought Crawford. He fought Errol where? Bro, does Danny Garcia have a better resume of work than Terence Crawford? Let's open the floodgates. I'm good at that. I'm going to break the levees. I'm Hurricane Katrina. We're going to break the levees. Hold up. Is that cap or fact? Danny Garcia got a better resume than Terence Crawford. Win, lose, or draw. I don't care who would have, if they fought or their amateur fight. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm saying bar for bar, if I went on BoxRec A and BoxRec B, Danny got a better resume because he was with the winning side that had great names for him. Danny Garcia knocked out Amir Khan and he knocked him out convincingly. Terence Crawford knocked him out after Danny Garcia. And after Canelo payday, you won payday.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Payday. You want payday. I know that.
I'm going to destroy you buddies with unless you going to back me down with facts, which is not going to happen, then you getting clapped and you getting destroyed. I don't care about sympathy. I don't care about lies. I don't care about nothing. I'm talking about truth and the facts. Danny knocked out a more in prime Amir Khan, who had beaten Zab Judah and all that, blah, blah, blah. Crawford got Amir Khan after he got annihilated by Canelo and bodied by Danny Garcia years after that. No comparison. Danny, his run at 140, he beat Lucas Matisse. That was a fight where people thought, oh, Danny, you for sure finna lose. You for sure. Everybody hate on Danny. Don't talk about no gosh darn Luca Mati. You talk about Danny, champ of the world. Talk about Philly. Danny's run at 140, he might as well just pull his pants down and cop a squat on Terence Crawford. And I understand Crawford was undisputed. Respects to that. But in Congo, whatever, that doesn't match up well with Lucas Matisse bar for bar. So I understand Danny was the lineal champion. He wasn't undisputed, and, but in Dango from the Congo, did we get him? That don't match up well with no damn Lucas Matisse who had bodied Lamont Peterson and really beat him. Okay, Bernie the boxer here. Hold on. Let me put it. He said Errol. Nah, hold on. Let's get it. Bernie said Errol can have the A side. Bro, did Crawford just say that he won't fight in Texas though? Hold on. Shout out to Birdie. Okay, let's play the game. Did Crawford say he wouldn't fight on the Porterway podcast? He said he wouldn't fight in Texas. Is that true? Hold on. Now we got some action. This what I live for. Bernie, he said he's the boxing historian. Let's play the game. Crawford just said he ain't finna fight in Texas because it got to be like Vegas or somewhere neutral. Is that a true statement? We would beat little fish in any. Then why do you? Okay, no. He said we would beat little fish in any city. then why did he omit or exclude a city? That don't make sense. Come on, bro. How does that make sense? If he can beat him in any city, then why would you exclude Texas and say, nah, we ain't fighting in Texas? That don't even make sense. We just having an adult conversation. Let's go. He said that. He said, I'm not fighting in Texas. It got to be new. And that's not the first time he said it, by the way. This is just the most recent time he said it on the Porterway podcast. Send Bernie a link. I mean, Bernie can get on. That's never been a problem. I'm just curious, bro. Just know he said the negotiation. Okay, I'm happy with that. Just know. He said, just know the negotiation's almost done, and y'all will see. Little fish is getting friends soon. I think he meant fried. All right. Listen, I'm a support wherever it goes down, but I'm just giving you my opinion, bro. My opinion. I didn't think that the comment, like you, Crawford, Bomac, every time y'all talk about Errol, it's like Errol's, he's just basic. You said he was basic. Bomac said that Errol get the ish kicked out of him, et cetera, et cetera. But then you say, we can't fight you in Texas. Me, I don't care where they fight. But I know the business side of things, and I know in Texas, y'all, that would make a lot of money just because of the side. There's no venue really in America that's messing with AT&T Stadium. And I've been to all of them. I've been to StubHub. I've been to Omaha, the Shy, whatever it's called, the Shy Health Center. They switched the name, so I forgot what it's called now, but it used to be the Century Link. I've been to all of them, bro. I've been to the AT&T Stadium. I've been to Frisco at the Star. Frisco at the Star is pretty big too, and that's in Texas. Bro, Texas is not playing with the size. I'm just talking about the size and the money people are gonna make. But that's good. He said, listen, breaking news. Team Crawford just said negotiations, they going. He said, just know negotiations almost done. Let's go. I want to see it. That gives me something to be excited for. We get an undisputed. We just seen Jermell Charlo. All right, Bernie. So Jermell Charlo, is that if Crawford gets past Errol, would he likely move up and fight a Jermell Charlo and try to be undisputed? Listen, people, I give everyone their props. I'm gonna put this, and I've already said this before, but we having a conversation. If Terence Crawford were to beat Errol Spence, he's been undisputed in 2 back-to-back divisions. If he then beat Errol, this is all like hyperbole. If he then beat Errol Spence and then fought Jermell Charlo and moved up to 154, that means Crawford would be undisputed in 3 consecutive divisions. That, I don't think that's ever been done. So if he did some crazy stuff like that, then bro, he has to be, I don't even know where would y'all place him in the boxing history if he did that? He said we talked about it. All right. I know, like I said, my thing is this. I know Bud a dog. I know Errol Spence a dog. You know, I know people have been around Bud for years, his team basically. I know people have been around Spence for years. Y'all been asking for the fight. Crawford's now a free agent. Errol Spence, he did what he said he was going to do, his side of the street and all that. He don't have no more belts to collect other than the Bud belt. So hopefully we get it, you know, and we can see. I'm like I said, I'll use my channel and I'll support it 1000%. It's a great fight, stylistic fights. All right, Bernie. You real confident in Bud beating Errol Spence. If you had to narrow it down, what is one thing that separates Bud Crawford from Errol Spence? If you had is it because he's a dog? Because he's a switch hitter? Is it his power? Is it his athleticism? His quick? What is it? What is the one thing? Because you've said this for a while that Bud, y'all gonna see when Errol fights. What is the one thing that Bud does that separates him so much from Errol Spence in your view? Shout out to Big Nard. Bud was at a fight in Dallas and the fans wanted to fight him. Y'all tripping. Was talking trash and yelling this EJ City. Yeah, we went over that. Bro, I want to give Bernie a link, bro. Bernie, you gotta hit me on the gram, and I have to give you a link. Bud would be behind Tim Zoo in the IBF mandatory. I don't know about that. I mean, because sometimes like the WBO, if you were the super champion or undisputed in the previous division, you might be able to cut people, because that's how Usyk got at Anthony Joshua. Bud's scared of some fans. Why you say that? Y'all tripping in the comment section. Bud struggled with a one-legged Jose Benavidez. DM me and we could chop it up tomorrow. Gang. All right, I got you. All right, tomorrow is going down. We're going to hear from Team Crawford. I'll make that happen on my end. So this is going to be fun. Like I said, it's a great fight, but I still think I can't tell Bud what to do. Bud is a grown man. He said that Errol ain't on Texas time. You repping Texas and you're not from Texas. But then he said he won't fight him in Texas. But then Bernie, you just said that he'll beat him in any city. It don't matter. So if that's the case, then why not consider Texas? That's a roadblock. That's what I'm saying. To me, that's an additional roadblock. But I mean, y'all know what's going on behind the scenes, so maybe Texas is not an option. I don't know. So we'll find out. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens next. Crawford looking like a sucker right now. Yes, Danny's resume is way better. Man, like the stuff I say, I'm just being real. I think Danny's run at 140. I think Crawford is a phenomenal fighter, but I do think the top ranked business and what fights they could give him, they top ranked didn't have the people for Bud Crawford. I've always been a fan of Bud. I've always supported Bud. I'm a fan of Errol Spence. See, I'm not on no groupie stuff. Like I just like boxing. You see what I'm saying? So for me, I always knew it would probably come like this. I talked about this on my channel. I knew it would come to this point for Bud because he would run. If you got one promotion and they got majority of the people, you know what I mean? Majority of the fighters that are in your weight class, in or around your weight class, and then the other person doesn't, then you know which person's going to run out of opponents that the fans want to see quicker. That's just, 2 + 2 math. Bud cool, but he not beating Spence. Bud won't fight Keith Boots and hiding from Spence and Charlos. Man, what? Y'all going crazy. Let's vote. Who wins? Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence. If they fought at the end of this year, neutral territory, we'll say. No politics. Who wins? I can't wait to read these. I want to see what y'all say. Spence, let's see it. Errol, draw. You think it'll be like Charlo Castano? Errol, November, Spence. Spence will stop him. Spence. Wow. Isaiah, you tripping. That's funny. So ain't nobody picked. That's unbelievable. Nobody's picked Bud. Spence by knockout. Wow. Rolling with Spence, man down. Bud can't take a punch like Errol. Spence dog walks Crawford. Okay, there's Bud. Eagle, I know you see this. Texas, welcome to Bud Crawford here to get that work. Crawford kind of a hater on this situation. Draw, big fish. It is tough to say. Oh, listen, it's gonna be a classic fight then. If they get it done, it's gonna be a classic fight. I think Bud wins the decision. Bud, a cool little fighter, but EJ would stop him. Spence, Crawford. Wow. So whoever wins, we gonna listen. I'm all about, we gotta be fair. If Bud and Errol Spence fight and they get a conclusive winner, that person is absolutely the number one in the welterweight division. Is that cap or fact? Like there's other people, Conor Ben and Jaron Ennis and whoever else, Virgil Ortiz. But we as a boxing society, we are going to say whoever wins that fight is the numero uno. Not like, oh, you got to fight Conor Ben and all that. Block Limburg cheese. No, that has to be the consensus number one. This went on for a long time. So that's it. I like Jaron Ennis too, for the record, but no. If you look at the totality of Bud's career and the totality of Errol Spence's career, it's like Highlander. There can be only one. The winner of that got to be it. Because see, this what I don't like about boxing is creatures of habit. Just 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, people was telling me Canelo's number one. And then now they saying Bud's number one because Canelo looks so poor. But when I've been telling you that it's probably Bud or Errol Spence number one, y'all said y'all looked at me like cross-eyed. You see, that's the thing I don't like about boxing. Y'all creatures of the moment. People like myself been telling you that it's either Errol Spence or Bud is number one pound for pound. Like, put it this way. I think both, this is my honest opinion, honest hand over heart, my honest opinion. I think Bud and Errol Spence individually, they are harder to beat than Canelo. I truly believe that. Block Rudy. Is that cap or fact? Both Bud Crawford and Errol Spence would be harder to beat for a welterweight in a division than Canelo is hard to beat. See, because Canelo, he wasn't fight like, bro, Canelo had amassed a level of fame, so he got to pick and choose who he wanted to fight. And he was skating around, picking people off bad performances and waiting and all this type of stuff. Bro, Crawford never did that, and Errol Spence never did that. Granted, I still feel the same way. I think Crawford, his promotional situation held him up a bit where he couldn't get some of the bigger fights. I don't doubt that Crawford would have took the fights. It's just about like actually getting the fights done. Shout out to King Judah. It said Bud and his crew is emotional as AF. I mean, they love the dude. He put on for the city. It is what it is. But, you know, if they fight, we going to get to it. Check your money. All right, I'm going to check it. Hold on. Shout out to Julius Jones. We got a Cash App. $5. Bud about to make some great tuna sandwich. Okay, we got someone picking Bud. Hold on. All right. Hold on. We got someone picking Bud over Spence. $5. It said Bud Crawford is about to make some great tuna sandwiches. Okay. He said Bud gonna make a big fish sandwich. He said he gonna make a big fish fillet. Man, I can't wait. Like I said, I cannot wait for this fight then. If that's the case, we gonna see what it is. Like I tell you all the time on my channel, I respect both. I respect Errol. I respect Crawford. I don't got a horse in the race. I don't even know who wins the fight, to be honest. I really don't. because I really could make an argument for both guys. I'm just gonna sit back and watch and try my best to entertain y'all along the way. Bud gonna get his gap closed. Nah, y'all wildin', bro. Y'all wildin'. Julius Jones says Bud beat Spence and Charlo. That would make him a GOAT. I mean, of course. If Bud did that, then, bro, there's no one in the history of boxing that done been 3 undisputed in 3 back-to-back divisions. That don't even make sense. That's crazy. Bro, just to think, if you think about that, and I've talked about this before, listen again. Bud was already undisputed at 140. If he was undisputed he had one more person to beat at welterweight to be undisputed, period. And that's Errol Spence. If he does that, which some people are picking him, then he'll be undisputed in 2 consecutive divisions. And then if he moved up and somehow got to Jermell Charlo and he has all his belts intact still at that time, then that means Crawford would be undisputed in 3 divisions in a row. Then you couldn't deny him. You couldn't deny him anything. You know what I'm saying? That means he's like, I don't even know where you can put him in history, to be honest. I don't even know where you could put him in the history of boxing. If he did 3 undisputed, that would be crazy, you know, but it's one step at a time. Juan says Bud is going to the hospital. Wow. You said he would be TBE, Crawford would be TBE if he did that? Clarissa Shields, man, but she the GOAT for the females. She holding it down. She been 2 times undisputed, facts. And Katie Taylor don't want no smoke with the GOAT. King Judah got something to say. Hold on. When I get this 3rd belt, y'all gonna see who holding up the fight. EJ. What? What happened? It said when I get this 3rd belt, y'all gonna see who holding up the fight. EJ. Who said that though? When did Spence say that? He already got the 3rd belt. Beat new guys. I'm so confused, bro. King Grayson said I ain't picking nobody. That's how I feel, bro. I don't know. Somebody gonna show up. Y'all going crazy. Bro, this is gonna be a big fight then, the way where y'all talking. My man DJ Crow said Ego Caribbean Radio 1. Hold on. It said DJ Crow, Ego read the new name. Bud Crawfish will get boiled out here in Texas. Bro, Texas, y'all wild, bro. He said he gonna boil crawfish like it's Papados. Y'all tripping. Hey, that Papados in Houston slap. Hold on. I covered the Charlo fight. I went and got to that. I got some of that seafood at that Papados. Man, I need to go back for that. That seafood was smacking, bruh. I don't know, man. We gonna see, but I still feel everything I said. I hope it's not a problem. Like, I don't know if they were intending to do it in Texas, you know, but I think there's a lot of money there if they did. We gonna see, bro. We gonna see how it all plays out. I don't want to jump ahead. Porter didn't really come to fight his boyfriend, Bud. Everyone knows that. Why y'all saying crazy stuff? This Texas. LA got a lot of good restaurants. Depends on what type of food y'all want. He said the pay-per-view finna be 120. Well, that's a good thing. Like, they finna eat, both fighters. I think Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, they both finna eat. This will be a career high for both of them. So we'll see how it plays out. But like I said, like for me, I've always thought Canelo, they put him in number 1 and he had the placeholder there for no matter what. No matter what he did, he got to stay there. They just kept Canelo there. And the thing is, like, you look at both fighters. See, this is why old media extra weak, bro. Errol Spence never been dogged by nobody like Bevo did, like Floyd did to Canelo. Am I lying, bro? Terence Crawford, he never been dogged by nobody like Bevo did. Bevo Lottie. Got more head than he got body. Bro, name a fight where either... See, that's why I knew Old Media, their pound for pound list was sus. Name a fight where Terence Crawford, not like, oh, Mean Machine dropped him or Ugas punched his mouthpiece out. I'm talking about where he got dogged and either of them lost 10 rounds plus. Y'all put Canelo as number one, but there's never been a time where other fighters, like Shakur Stevenson, he young, I get it, so he don't have like the resume of Canelo at this point, but he's on his way. You know, he fought 2 back-to-back champions that was bigger than him. Or actually, Valdez wasn't bigger than him, but he's supposed to be a bigger puncher. And Shakur, he didn't even struggle. I don't even think he lost any rounds versus either guy. See, that's what I'm saying. Old Media don't want to give props to certain fighters. They don't want to give props to certain fighters that are showing a skill set that other people that they're praising aren't showing. Like Lomachenko too. Bro, I've told you guys for years, Top Rank had Lomachenko and they had Terence Crawford. And they had Tyson Fury at a point in time. Tyson Fury got knocked unconscious by Wilder. Nobody to this point has knocked Crawford unconscious. Tyson Fury got dropped by Steve Cunningham. Crawford got dropped, let's say, by Mean Machine, but they didn't count it. But, you know, Mean Machine at least got some power. He hurt Virgil Ortiz. Errol Spence didn't get knocked unconscious by nobody. Shakur Stevenson didn't get knocked. That's what I'm saying. But Old Media, they praising who they want to praise. And then Old Media, they got all these deadline writers. Top Rank, they got a lot of deadline writers that are in good with them. And they never really boosted up Terence Crawford. They boosted up Lomachenko. Like, oh, Loma. Bro, Loma called out Crawford. See, I've been here for a while. Y'all don't remember that. Loma called out Crawford. Bro, Crawford would destroy Loma. He would destroy Loma. Y'all talking about the Matrix. Bro, he'd be working at Best Buy Geek Squad in no time if he fought Crawford. Tell me I'm lying. But that's who y'all praise. That was your God. Bro, they said Lomachenko is high tech in the Matrix. If he fought Terence Crawford at 40 or 47 or any weight, he'd be working at Best Buy in the Geek Squad. He'd be working the Geek Squad in no time. I promise you that. He can't beat him. Antonio, appreciate you. All-time greats don't get dominated in their prime. Canelo. Bro, you had Canelo fans that said Canelo will never lose again. Since the Mayweather, he learned too much. Oh, yeah, shout out to Don Curry. Don Curry, raw. Y'all got to know the history. He said, Don the Cobra Curry. I think he went to Errol's last fight. Bro, Terence Crawford put Lomachenko, but ESPN didn't promote him like that. Terence Crawford put Lomachenko back on the shelf. Have him working at Geek Squad. But yeah, back in the day, Lomachenko called out Crawford. And his own promoter, Aegis Clemens, was like, nah, that's crazy. That's career suicide. Yeah, you're right. Your career would be Kurt Cobain. If you fought Terence Crawford, but Old Media protect from that. Just like when Pacquiao was down to fight Lomachenko, and they was like, nah, Pacquiao's too old. All right. Hey, block Chad. Get him out of here. Get him out of here, bro. Spence is going to kill Crawford. Wow. Bro, but the Crawford's team, they saying the same thing. It's literally, it's like Bloods and Crips. Bro, Errol Spence and Crawford is like Bloods and Crips. The Crips ain't conceding and the Bloods ain't conceding. There's gonna be some gang warfare because y'all saying Errol would demolish him. Y'all saying Crawford would demolish him. Some people, it's just gonna be a good one, bro. I don't know what. Like me, I really don't know who's gonna win. I'm about to just sit back and watch. Shout out to Soul Glow. What's up with you? Hey, I need y'all to get the likes up. I need y'all to get the likes up. We gotta smash the like button, people. Yeah, I'm gonna try to reach out to Bernie and get that. So make sure y'all come back tomorrow too. Try to get that established and set up. Cause I know he gonna talk his talk and he gonna tell us what to expect from Crawford. But the good thing is, you guys heard it here first. Bernie is in the comments and he says like he's basically confirming that there's some chatter and conversations being had. So that's a good sign for us fans. Spence will send Crawford and his team to the crossroads. Oh, wow. Oh, you checked it? Cowardnello? Oh, okay. Nobody want to see Jamel. He a problem, Ego. Yeah, listen, Jamel Charlo, he earned my respect. He definitely showed me a lot of respect. Errol is better in condition and strategy. I think we've seen a more focused Errol than we've seen. I do believe that. Listen, first of all, I think Derrick James is trainer of the year. That's for starters. I think Derrick James is trainer of the year. Derrick James on like Monday posted a video running. That was good to see. You know, I respect Derrick James. I always have, but I respect him, what he's doing right now, even more so because he got different fighters with different temperament. Like Frank Martin started boxing late. He had just got Marcus Brown before the Beterbiev fight. Errol fights his own way, had accidents and eye injuries. And then you had Jamel, people doubted him. And the outcomes have been pretty much the same. I know Beterbiev beat Marcus Brown, but you're getting consistency. You're getting consistency. Like even Marcus Brown, like let's talk about Marcus Brown loss real quick. Him losing to Beterbiev, right? Okay, he lost, but he was like in there banging with Beterbiev. And I think Beterbiev, he got cracked. He got all knockouts. So he has such a physical style of fight that could happen. Like, what are we talking about in boxing, bro? Canelo Alvarez, Bivol was just doing basic things. You know, he was like basic in there. And it was giving Canelo all the problems in the world. Beterbiev, he could hurt anybody. Anybody in his weight class, he could hurt. For sure. Anybody. And Brown was doing cool in there until he wasn't. You know what I mean? So I like the work that I'm seeing from Derrick James. And I like that Derrick James, like I interviewed Derrick James years ago. We were in New York. I don't even remember what fight it was, but it was years ago. And one of those, I've interviewed him multiple times, but like one of these times, and he was just bigger. You know what I'm saying? His face was fuller and stuff like that. Derrick James lost weight. I don't know how many of y'all noticed that. Derrick James ended up losing weight. So I respect that because it's like, if your parents, let's say your dad was lazy. Hold on, let me get to the super chat. He who greets with fire. Ego, ain't it funny? We got Fury. We ain't get Fury or Canelo pay-per-view numbers yet, but they had Spence Ugas the next day. Why is the energy different? Oof. Great point. You know how old media, they're shapeshifters. That's what they do. Shout out to Diacono. That is a true point. That's a true point. Yeah, I have questions for Spence facing Crawford, but I also have questions for Crawford. Meanwhile, Eddie Reynoso getting fatter. Hey, y'all tried it, bro. He said he getting fat. Bro, Derrick James is in shape. Just look at him. So what does that say? You got me back on track with that comment. What does that say about Derrick James? He's trying to get his team willing to win. He's willing to win with his team, and he going on them bike rides with Jamel Charlo to be extra motivation. Like, hey, you in camp, you sacrificing, I'm a sacrifice. I respect that. Imagine your dad, right? If you grew up and your dad was in your life or whatever, and your dad was lazy playing video games and couldn't keep a job, and then you turn 16, 17, and he telling you to keep a job or get a job. But every day since you was a kid, you see your dad unemployed, not taking out the trash, not mowing the lawn, and not getting a job. It's like you got to lead by example at times. You see what I'm saying? If someone don't lead by you, how you gonna tell your son to get a job and be responsible, and you ain't getting a job being responsible? Shout out to Bulldog Outlaw. How about Frank Gore? Bro, Frank Gore, he came back with a vengeance. Got that vicious knockout. Shout out to Danny Rivas. He said, much love from Vegas. 702, I see you. It seems like it's going down. Let's go. Spence is way more fundamentally sound than Crawford. Listen, my thing is this. I think I used this example before. I think a lot of people mischaracterize Terence Crawford, the fighter. Like, when I hear people, they say it like his style is Money Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker. I don't really see that when I watch Crawford. Like, it's not a bad thing, but each person, Crawford is mean. Crawford's like boxer, puncher, aggressive, and maybe like athletic slickness. But people always like talk about Crawford's style like Crawford is like almost like shots whizzing by and like beautiful tight defense, and I don't even think that's his bag. I'm not saying like he's the worst defender ever, but I'm just saying I think his whole style is I think his whole style is constantly miscategorized. You know, people always say Crawford and then they acting like he fight a certain way, but he don't fight like that. Like Shakur Stevenson stylistically is more, you know what it reminds me of? Basketball, to my basketball fans. It reminds me of the people that keep talking about LeBron is the next Michael Jordan. If you really know basketball, LeBron don't play like Jordan played. Kobe Bryant is more like, I'm talking about the style of play. Anybody that knows their basketball, you'll know that LeBron is closer to Magic Johnson. These are all great players. You see what I'm saying? LeBron's style of play is closer to like a Magic Johnson. He might defer. He has that court vision. He's going to pass the ball, blah, blah, blah. Kobe, that's the closest to Jordan stylistically. You see what I'm saying? Like Jordan would dunk on you, you know, pull up, mid-range jumper, Craig Elo, splash on you. You know, that's Jordan. Killer instinct. Kobe had more killer instinct than LeBron, in my opinion. So it's like you have surface area sports fans, and they be like, oh, Crawford's Mayweather. Bro, he don't fight like Mayweather. Shakur would be more like Kobe, and then Floyd would be Jordan. You know, Crawford would be another like a LeBron, and you have to compare him to like a LeBron type of, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know whose Crawford style would be like. I would say Crawford fight more like Sugar Ray Leonard than Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? More haggler than a Mayweather. So that's why that's how I know a lot of y'all just be talking boxing, but I look for the breakdowns. Break it down for me. If you pick Errol, what is he going to do? You pick Crawford, what is he going to do? Like, break it down. Oh, man, hold on.